So my device is ready for configuration. I've configured the first pieces of my ordering code, and now I can open the device. I'll get a listing of the available applications. Now these are the enabled application by default, right? If we want to see all the applications, we can click on this box and that will show me all the applications that are available that has been downloaded in this box. Obviously, I just want to see only the ones that I need to configure. So the applications that we need to configure in this demo is the plant.io or P097, the wesmaint application, and once you configure the plant.io, all the points will populate in the Win database, and we'll show you how that happens. So we'll start with the wesmaint, which is B014. Under B014, there is an icon and there is a tables tab. We'll start with the tables tab. So on COM0, we're going to configure it to single column with description. And then we go over to buffer configuration. It's up to you and your utility philosophy for SOE buffer. How many SOEs would you like to see in your SOE display? So let's say we would like to see 100 SOEs, 100 COS, 40 info or warnings or errors in the error log. And then for every time you log in, there will be a buffer that's part of your wesmaint configuration guide. If you want to get more information, about 10 buffers per login. So if I put 20, that's sufficient for one login. If you want to have multi logins into wesmaint at the same time, you might want to increase that number by 10 if you have 2 logins, or 40 if you have 3 logins, and so on. So for the SOE location, we can place it in RAM or NVRAM. The reason you would place it in an NVRAM is in case the power got cut off to the D25 and you want to know all the historical reasons as to how the power got cut off, then you would place it in the NVRAM. When you turn on the D25, you can still get all the SOE events that took place, and you can take a look at these SOE events. Okay. And then we configure the user configuration. This is where you configure all your users. So for every user, what screens can he access inside your wesmaint, and you know, what is his welcome message, his specific welcome message. So if you read the configuration guide, if you want him to access to be super user and access all the screens, then you would put -1 in here, and that will give him full access to all the screens. If you want him to specifically access certain applications, then you can put certain applications. The username and password, which can be changed in here in the configuration, and then that user specific message. So we say, welcome to our D25 webinar. Okay, that message will flash very quickly once the user log in. This is a last message for every user, which you can customize per user. For a generic welcome message that will be displayed to every user that log in, we start, basically the screen is from 1 till 20 rows, and you just decide where you want to place your information. So we'll say this is welcome to D25 webinar session, and then you leave 2 rows in between the lines. Let's put today's date, which is the date of the webinar, 23rd of June. So this way we time tag when was this configuration downloaded. And you can put it in normal or in inverse. When it's inverse, it's highlighted against the background, and we say on row number 10. So remember, leave always 2 rows in between. We'll say login. Okay, and that's it. Your wesmaint application is fully configured.